G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and episode 26, I believe it is. Yeah, 26 of Factorio, our Space Age. Our very first playthrough in the Space Age expansion. And we're on Fulgora, the mess that is Fulgora in this playthrough. I've got a plan. I'm going to show you it. But I want to see what's doing this now. It's on Novice. Oh, I'll have a little look at that. But in the meantime, guys, can you jump in, enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'm going to see you over here in Novice Town in just a sec. Okay, so yeah, if I can quickly just show you what's happening on Novice, actually, very quickly. Novice. So what I've done is, obviously we went in, and in between episodes, I went in and put the extra, this extra area here, and this was lovely. And this was our new sort of iron mine, and we're getting lots happening there, and you can see the iron now is really pumping through. When we come into here, you've got this new expanded blue belt iron processing. It's coming down to 4 fairly full blue belts. Yeah, look at that, fairly full blue belts, which is just pushing, means when you convert over here, this is just, look at that. I mean, you've got everything happening there. So that's all lovely. Or even the, look at these, the oil drains are even getting off and cracking on, and it's brilliant. But what I also found that is the robots transversing, of course, because you've got a base here, the robot's always going to go through there. So what I've done is I've moved this defense so it now sits across here, and this whole peninsula is now completely defended, and that means the biters would only be here now. To my knowledge, the way that game mechanics work, that would then prevent any expansion happening over here. And just to be sure, I've decided to turn this into some solar. So yeah, that'll all creating extra solar. That'll get a bit of extra solar created, and we should have just the biters above. So that's all quite lovely. But onto Fulgora, and yeah, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do here. So on Fulgora, my original island. Now with the islands, you've got a bit of scrap there as well. With the islands as well. You generally can't get power across them, but I'm very lucky with this little bit of mud here. I can get my power across. So what I'm going to do is move the operation to this here. So I've gone to here, and I've just started setting up, because this is a nice big island, and we're going to mine this 28 million scrap there. So we're just going to have a train that's going to come straight across to here, and just come into here, and the train will unload, and we'll have a big factory going on here. And the aim of this episode is to get into scrap mining, and better scrap mining. So we're going to jump in and have a nice look at it. Don't forget, we've got the train operation here, but the best thing we need to do, I've even started setting up some of this, but we do need to decommission most of this now as well. So I'm just going to jump in and start to rip it apart. And what I want to do is hopefully when I take it apart, we get, yeah, let me see. So I want to get these guys gone. Let's get the miners can be gone as well. I'm going to go red belts for this whole operation. You guys, recyclers, can go. Got these here. See, you're going to get lots of robots who won't know where to drop things now, and that's fine. I think we're going to get this. So let's just destroy some of this. Get rid of these guys. And what I could do is just put in, yeah, even this operation here is not gonna work. We've got a bit of ice there. And what I could just do here is grab maybe, oh, where are we? Oh yes, I just got back from Novice defending, so let me grab some stuff. Yeah, and that's me cracking on. And then if I go here, I don't want those two, but have I got a Fulgora yet? I don't have a Fulgora yet, but I think I want this one. No, I think I want this one here, so let me try that. And then what's next? Oh yeah, let me just grab these guys, and I want to put in over here on my new island, let's put in 4. Oops. Let's just put in 4 of those guys, and hopefully that'll just free up the robots to fill, and just get crack on with stuff, and they can get making of the new stuff. Okay, so power is coming across here, and that is nice. If I go up to here, my robot charge is pretty good as well. And what we want to do here is just get the robots, destroying some cliffs and putting down some of these and adding some of those, and just generally doing stuff. And I'm using this sort of grid system. The only thing I'm not doing here is the robotics with the grid, so we'll see about that. So let me see if I can get a couple of things happening here. And what I want to do is I want to, so I'm here, yeah, here we go. So if I go delete, Yep, and then I get some rails. Let me just get rid of you. If I put down rails, all right. So what I should be able to do here, and what I want to do is just go into map mode here and just put some things down. So first thing I want to do here is just put the rails down and just say, right, can you go here, yeah, and there, yeah. Now I want to then come across to this island, and if I got the force controlling here, no. So if I go like that, what are you straight? Okay, there you are there. Okay, I've not built these ones here where you've got them. Oh, I'm outside of my my little protection area. So let me just do this. There we go. Thank you. Okay, I'm inside the protection area now, which is good. Oh yeah, I need to put a ramp in. Yep. So can I get myself a ramp? Yes, I can. So I want a ramp up, and then what's this? Logistics builder. Get rid of these two. We'll just put you there, and here we'll put this one. And yeah, cool. So I want a ramp going out. So oh, I can't do it at the angle. So let's do it like this. In fact, let me do it like that. Yeah, let me do that. That's even better. Good. Okay. Is that? I think it is. I think that works. And then I can get rid of that one. Yeah. Okay. And if I go high, I should now be able to go. Yep. I should be able to build here. Okay, good. So then I want to go. I want to go across straight. Ooh, this works. I don't know how that is kind of working, but it seems to be working. I think I'm going to stay up high on this bit and just not worry too much about it. So let me go to say here. Otherwise, I'd have to put a ramp in, and then I want to come in to the new area. Now, here's my scrap island, isn't it? Yes, it is. Let me just make sure. This is my scrap island of 28 million. It is. And we're going to have to really try and sort of see how we get into this. So if I put in this guy, and he goes, okay, if you go sort of like that, and then you come across, where's my scrap island? You need to come across and go right, hang on. Yeah, that's good. That is good. And then to that. Then we put this in here. That will work, actually. Okay, and then I'm going to have to sort of... Can you connect in? If I put you in like that, if I go force build? Yes. Then I come in here. Now, we want to then put in lightning collectors, please. So let me put in, on this island, I need to put in basically this, lots of power, and lots of lightning collectors. And where's my lightning collectors? I believe I've got some. Yes, thank you. And that'll be there. So I should be protected, yep. Okay, and then I'll just put another one here, and I will then start to put a few different ones out. So I'm going to go here, here, and I'm just going to see at the moment, are they the best distances? They aren't, no. What is that? I'm trying to look for exact right angle. That seems like the best distances. So if I do that, and then say, okay, what about another one here? And another one here. That should give me protection across the whole island. That'll be lovely. And then what we want to do is, ooh, we may have problems there. Okay, let me put you. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do is grab you, and I've got this. That's a shame, but bring you to there. So right, you're there. Okay, thank you. Oh, not that one. That one. And then I'll grab my ramp, and I know the ramp is going to have to go, say, here. Yeah. And that means that this part of loading, because this train station doesn't need to be very long. If I do that, if I go here, and if I can come to, say, there. I'm going to see if that is enough. We might have to put him over here where there's a bit more room. So if I was to put a, let me see if I've got a, have I got a train? Yeah, I do. So if I was to put a train, the very back, yeah, that would work. Okay, let me get a station. And I want to put a train station here. Yep, so I'm looking at where he's unloading. So if we were to do that, we could have two. Actually, that might work. Yeah, that might work right there. That could be lovely, actually. Cool. If I grab a train now, just let me see if I can just put him in. So it'll be one here facing backwards. Yeah. And then I would get two of these guys. 1, 2, and I think I can load them. And then I would get another train going the other way. There. Yep. And now we've got lightning being collected here. We've got a bit of power. Let me see, have I got any of the big drills? Oh, please tell me I got the big drills. Did I make the big drills? Oh man, I don't think I did. Can I make the big drills? Ooh, tungsten. No, I need to ship them here. Okay. Did I make these guys? Yeah, I've got these guys. Okay. Well, that's a shame. I'm going to be mining these. I will be swapping that out. Don't worry about that. So let me try and get right next to this. So let me just go the best we can with the old-fashioned mining. Yep. Let's get this going. And what we need to do is, actually, we'll probably have a few issues there because of loading. But I think I don't want to be too clever here, actually. So why don't we try something here? Why don't we go, right, so loading here is going to be 1, 2, 3, and then, yep, and that'll be right down the end, yep. And then over here, let's do it as slightly offset. No, let's do it exactly the same. Yep. Great. We got enough to make a few more of those. We do 2 more. Great. So, and I just want to say, what is it going to be? All right, I need to work out the best way to do this. So let me see. So here, I will maximize this, I think. Let me just do this for now, and then we'll come into here and we'll do this for now, and we'll see if that's going to work. Okay. And we want the first line can be to there, and then the second line can be to here. Yep. And then I want to go, so it's saying power is the issue. But surely we have power stored. We don't have any power stored. Okay, now to get power stored, we're going to need some of these guys. Power's a bit different on this planet, and we're going to need some of these guys here. So I can see there, I should be, in fact, let me put in, tell you what we'll do, let's put this guy in first. Yeah, okay. Let's put in this guy like, let's put him in there, and then let's do there, and that just puts it around. And now if I put in, do I need a gap? I don't need a gap here. I just do here. Yep, place. I'm using shift to place them, but not force place them. I'm now going to check and see whether or not I can put any here. I can place a few, which means there must be some scrap, which is good. Now don't forget this is 24 million, so this will really crack on. So that's all pretty good. Okay, let's put this line into here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and then this line into here. And I'm going to put, for now, one of these, and I'm going to put one of these, and now we should be able to come in with our power and just supplement. Let me try putting in one of these guys as well for now, so you can go, oh, let me put you right there. And then, where's the power situation? So if you can come along just a little bit more and say, yep, let's put both of those in, little power collector. So here we are, thank you, and there we are, yes it is. And now we want our lovelies, where are they? Power infrastructure, solar, I want accumulators, yes. Now I'm going to have to put stuff in here, so let me put these here and just say, right, these are going to accumulate. I might have to put an undergroundy under there, so we'll deal with that in a bit. But I'll just do this for now, because this is what, basically we need to put these everywhere we can. Yeah, and I can actually use cliff explosives to get rid. And let me do, that's a nice little one there. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like this. Okay. Put more building over here for whatever reason. Great. Okay, and then we come across here and we say, right, map building, and I want to get rid of all this, and all this, and can I get him? Can I queue? Yeah, I should be able to queue. I was thinking, surely I can queue off here. Okay, no, but I can use the rail supports, and I can try ghosting. No, I can't even do that. Great. Well, these can build here, actually, because we've got these guys. So now I should be able to come back and get it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let me go straight beyond and just see if I can get this. Yeah. Right, so I need to go back now and get, where am I? Back to my original home planet and get myself, walking through the mud here. Let me just do a bit of building here. I say, right, you guys, thank you. And let's put this in here. Right, so that'll be good. Yeah, I can't really get topped up. What I could do is request. I could do that. I could request some of these, 20, and I could request some of these, 10, and I could request lots of these, but we won't have them, 100. Now I should be making rails as well, and I think I need stone for that. But let's see. Oh, I've got a bit there. Yeah, because to get this up and running, what have we got there? 72, 2 of them, 20 of them. Am I requesting more than 100, please? Can I request 200? Yeah, that's good. So they should top me up as long as I stay on this island, so that's nice. How are we tracking here? Not too bad, actually. Yeah, we're getting a bit of a plan here. This is the first time I've actually felt slightly okay on Felgora. Not completely like, what am I doing? I did have to watch a few YouTubers and see what they were doing, and a couple of little guides, and I thought, this looks all right, this looks workable. Let these guys, I just said that, didn't I? Let these guys do that. Look, you get some scrap there. Maybe not. We have to scrap it. Okay, that's just regulars. They're picking up that. Okay, now we're off and running. Okay, so we get the little shuttle train, and we're just going to run this 2-carriage shuttle train with this scrap into here. And then I just want to lay down my plan for scrap as well. I know I can do this, and then after I've done that, and go, and I want to basically, yeah, that's nice. That is really good, actually. Oh, I'm very happy with that. Okay, so let's call this scrap collect. Yeah, I'll call this scrap collect. This one, yeah. So you're going to be called, not wean, you're going to be called scrap collect. Oh, brilliant. There we go. Scrap collect. Thank you. Good. And while we're there, let me try doing something here. Let me do this and that. And have I got, does that work? Have I got that happening? Yes, I do. Okay. And then after that, we know you're going to work there. And then terribly, you're also going to have to do this. And we're going to have to do the ugliest thing in the world. This is like Factorio, do not do this. But we're going to do this for now, and then we're going to split it later. We're going to do that. So everything's just getting fed, and we're robbing Peter to pay Paul, basically, which is nice. Okay, so that's going to load up. Scrap train is now fully loaded, and we can say, right, are you going to do that? Yes, you are. Okay, just before we go on, wonder if we could also take that train back. I think we could. We've got any, yeah, we've got some solid fuel, brilliant. Do I have any of these to be made too? Okay. We'll just, let's do this. Let's get in, sorry. Let's just get out of that, get into that, and go fuel. And we want half of the solid fuel. And then I want to just drive it back. And then we'll set this on up here. So here he is on solid ground. And we can actually jump off, leave him there. And what we can do is here, go fuel and put in that solid fuel. Okay. Now I can get my solid fuel collecting over here as well. So basically I just need this guy to, actually let's go for this. What we want to do is copy, please, this into here. Okay, that's nice. Yeah. Turn it. And let's do it there. Okay, that works quite nicely. You don't need to be there this time. Let's get rid of all you guys, and they're going to call scrap drop off. You can be scrap drop off. Great. Okay, good. Okay, cool. So we get scrap drop off, and then we can have him doing this. So we could say, right, this train can be stay in the protection zone and go. In fact, we can get that extended, but we'll do it in a sec. Basically, this is going to be add station. Am I protected here? Let me just jump in. Sorry, where am I? Yeah, I am. Good. We're going to add station and go strap collect, add till full, and scrap drop and add full. Now I'm not sure these are gonna, sorry, empty. Yep. And I think that train is ready to go. But in the meantime, I think I want to extend these guys to, you would be to there, so that's not going to work, but you would be to here, which will work. Thank you. That's it. And you'll be to here, which works. And you'll be there, which works, right? Now, these, I'm going to put blue in here and then turn them. And, yeah, I'm going to turn them, and then I'm going to put upgrade commands on them immediately. And they're also really, really not the right things to be working with. We'll fix those. What if I can just do, yeah, that works, and that works. Oh, we don't have any of these. Let's make a few of those. Right. Okay, we are getting somewhere here, so this is working. And they're unloading the scrap there, and it's going to be one side. So it's a terrible unloading system. We'll get a much better one going here because we've got some room here. This also wants empty, so what we are going to do here is also just grab... can we get some steel boxes? Yes, we can. So what we'll do is we'll pick up these, and we'll pick up these. Yep, and then I'm going to put an upgrade command on for 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to put a steel box down for each of you. And in fact, for Scrapland, what I was thinking of doing is just doing a second steel box because we've got a bit of room, so we can store now here, and then we can say right, go into here, and we say right, you guys can be there, and now we can go get rid and collect and do this. Good. Yeah, let me just grab while we're here as well. One of these guys near train station. Why not? Actually, either side of train station could be nice. Yeah. Good. Right. Tell you what, I'll do the same thing here then. And we'll do the upgrade command for you guys as well as you guys. Good. So that's nice. And then we're right to go. Okay. And then actually, yeah, let's do a third line here of these guys into here and these guys into here. And this is where we'll put them onto belts. Okay, so that should just be enough to happen nicely. Now, if we're putting things onto belts, I wonder if we could do, let me try something here. If I did this, and again with the blues, if I put that like that, how am I getting this? Are you splitting? Put this here, and then I put this here. Is that going to split them? It is. And then I can put this here. Okay. So let's do that. Okay. And I will have to upgrade our other friends. So this is taking up a bit of room, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah. And again with these guys, can I get? Yeah, okay. And in fact, I'm just going to change everything back to blues without the upgrade commands and just say, right, replace all of those. Oh, hang on. Yep, replace all of those here. Force place blues. Yeah. Oh, I should have put that in as well. Let me just do that one and force place them. Yeah, that should be nice. Oh, that fits nicely too. That's good. Okay, so the scrap is happening here, and train should be collecting, but let me see, why not? Train is here, and power is a problem. So we've got lots of drills and no power. We are collecting. It's charging. We are having some collecting, but I need to manually drop these guys down. So I will do a run of those. That's going to be important because you won't get this scrap, but that is going to be super important. Okay, let's run back and just grab a few things. Are we on to personal logistics? We are. Yes. Great. Now I want to talk about my recycler lineup as well, and how we're gonna do this. So I want recycling coming in from the outside. Let me see. Have I got any recyclers on me? Yeah, I've got heaps of recyclers on me, so that's good. What do I want? I just want to pick up, if I can, Bear with me while I just go do this. Let's run back here and pick up. I dropped a whole lot of things here, but I want... Ooh, yeah, I want all you. Yeah. And that picks up a bit of capacity there as well. We should be able to build. Can I run across to muddy land? No. I think I can if I get a... Got some cliff explosives here. Can I run across here? Yeah, I think I can. No, I can't. I have to go across this way. Okay. Oh, look, he's going back anyway, so I'll go do that. I'll go do that in between episodes and just put some more power down there. I think it's going to work in the short term. Okay, so working around this here, and one thing we can move is the roboports, so that's good. Okay, let's start thinking about how we want this to look. So what I want is, let me run a line here and just say, right, you guys, and I want to put you on there, yeah, okay. So I want there to be, 1 and 2, yeah. Okay, and then the belt to go this way, yep. And we're going to move this to, say, here. Yep, no, we're going to move this to in the middle, please. Yeah, I think that might work. Let's try that. And then we're going to try copying. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, and then I want blue inserters for now. And in the blue inserters, I'm going to be putting scrap in here. So every sort of, yeah. And let me do another belt going like this. Sorry, this the other way. Yep. And there. And then what I can do is now just go, and with 5 and 6. Yeah. So we basically now need to run scrap onto those. So I'm going to just run these lines up. Let's do this. You know, this guy can just go on. And I'm going to have this guy run to here with the thing. And then this guy can run to there. Okay. And let me put in that. So that'll basically do that. And then what I could do again is just the same thing. Essentially just run that. And I want to just run that down and across to here. So that'll basically just put them all in together and make them work. Now let me just see if I can manually produce a couple of those. That's fine. So now we'll be producing on both sides. We'll be producing lots of things here. Yeah. So then what I want to do is run. I want to run these guys. So I basically want 12 of those. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so I've got 12 there. I want 24. So there's your double. Yeah, that's a double stack. That's my full stack of those. And now I want to run this guy. So what I think I need to do is, firstly, can I request? What am I requesting here? I'm not really requesting anything. Let me request some red belts. Yeah, let me see what that does. Bring me some red belts, please. The robots should go mental now. Oh, can we bring some of these as well? What do we got here? 100. Not in the logistics network. Brilliant. But essentially, what I want to do here is go and get some stuff, because I need to get a whole lot of belts, I need to get a whole lot of these. But I want to run the scrap recycling back into 2 different areas. So I want to run it through twice. And it's funny, I have got this big mech suit here, but it's not making me run very fast. Why? I think I need power. It's not really. There you go. What are you getting there for belts? All right, the little robots are having trouble topping me up there. There they go. they're sort of getting on. It's almost like the logistics network hasn't quite caught on, but we'll just go to these drop chests here and just pick up millions of belts. Thank you, and we'll get more of those. And we will, yeah. So that other land is going to be basically, all of our stuff. Is that everything? Yeah. What have we got? 3 of those. Yeah. Let's just crack on then. Oop. Okay. Okay, so scrap will go through the process once. Now, here's where I have to trust the method, because this is where I've been looking at some guides and things, and what I'm thinking here is that I run it through a second time, and I prioritize those belts the second time, so the scrap stays off. It basically prioritizes it. So let me show you what I mean here. We've got how many belts there? 185. Okay, good. So that is it there. So we can basically turn this here. We're not going to have any more because that is the capacity of that one. I think even for a blue belt. And then I want it to be right here is good, so I can see it. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is say, do my scrap here. Yep. And I'm going to say, right, firstly, it'll merge back in here. Yeah. But I want it to prioritize input priority from the left, right? So it puts through the stuff first before it puts through the scrap, yeah? And then I want this guy to be there with no priority input, and then straight across. And then you can do the same thing over here, where you go, and we'll do 2 and make it nice. And I'm going to copy that one and place it, and it's input priority from the left. Yeah, so it puts through that as well, yeah? Right, now that's going to be how that goes, and then I think what we want to do though is just bring this guy up. We've got a bit of room here, so let's do that and that. Wait for it to go. Come on, keep going, keep going. Take the robots, do that, and now the output priority on this splitter is going to be, and these splitters will have to be changed, but we'll say basically output priority on the right. Yeah. So what we're saying here is everything should go onto here, and when it can't, it should go back around to go a second time. Is that right? Or should I just have two separate ones? Because what have I got? Have I got raw products here? Yes. Have I got any of the other non-raw products? Yeah. So what we could do here, and then I was thinking, is under blueprints, I think I've got a, what have I got here? Fulgora sorter test. Yeah. Okay. Unconvinced I am with this one. I've called it a test. Here we go. So we'll say basically here and here. Okay. And now, by the way, I think you'll find these ones. Yeah. So these filters are set up like this. So once we get products in them, you'll be able to see what's in them. So if I can just create myself the 11 more of those, and to get that, I need more steel. So let me just see if I can pick up a little bit of steel off the belts. I don't like picking up all that nonsense, but can I? It gets me one more. Brilliant. Well, I didn't need 3 more actually. Okay, so that's that, and now it should only pick up what the boxes want. So if we go here, I should be able to now just go and dugga. Oh, we're outside of the. Are we outside of the? Yeah, I think we are. And what do you need here? You need steel as well. Okay, but one of them. Oh. They had filters on them. Logistics filter. Why are you doing that? If you had a logistics filter, why are you doing that? Maybe I need the filters to be here. Okay, let's try that instead. Yeah, good. Basically, okay, all right, no worries. Let's do this. Yeah. Okay. This just hasn't gone well, has it? No. Okay. Well, we can do this one. You're going to be copper. Thank you. You're going to be steel. Yeah. Fourth one is going to be, you'll be that. I wonder if I could do, let me try doing something here. If I go copy the filter from to there, no, it won't let me do it. Okay, you're going to be plastics. And sorry about this. This is just, well, you can see my process here. And you'll be, oh, fellas. Yep. And I think after that, we are pipes. Yep. So you're going to be these. And then we'll be copper coils. Copper coils, yeah. I think I need holmium, but I don't think I've got this right. Let me see what the next one is. I think I was off on a tangent here. Green circuits. Red circuits. See, I think I need to break the greens down a bit, actually, but then I don't want processes that go making them, so let's just try splitting everything and seeing what we get. Blue, I think I need a holmium here, holmium ore, yeah. What else comes off this? Batteries come off this, and concrete, yeah, batteries, are the batteries? No, sorry, yeah, batteries. It's an engine, batteries and concrete. Yeah, just the concrete, please. Standard concrete. Yeah, good. And now let me just put this back into here. Get you guys merging back on for another bit of scrappage. You can go, and I need a dump for scrap. Yeah, let me do this. Basically, I could put it onto there really. What do you got here? This one. Let me do it here actually. Just say, right, you can scrap please. Even you can go onto there, holmium, I think. Nice. So you'll go, the train is going. And it's rocking and rolling, and we can basically have a look here. So what do I need? Steel. Yeah. Is there any steel? Yes. Can I get... Let me get all 5 of those for the moment. I mean, I can manually clear these boxes out. It's going to fill up the this, and then what we could do, yeah, well, we're filling up the inventory here, but actually it's not too bad. Right, so now you should be picking up what you need. Problem is we need to get this going round again, don't we? Okay, well, what we could do is we could move this guy up. And we could then, now hang on, I lost my priority there. So you're going to be out priority on the right. Yeah, so you're pushing into the boxes. But here we could say, we can have an overflow of this and have this come back on itself. And really, let's just build a bit of, because we'll probably get some other stuff that we want to do. This is just going to be a spaghetti. That's all right. We can see what we get. And now that allows these guys to fill up a little bit. Oh, we don't want those anymore. Good. Right, now you're done. Okay, we don't really need this anymore. Yeah, good. Okay, good. So we should start to get some of these boxes. And if what I want to do, but I want these to be... so I'll have to do them one by one. I think there's a key for that, but that's fine. Yeah. We want to make, sorry, get off those. We want to make some more of those. Copy him. Okay. Yep. And then I think after that we're going to want, yeah, I think we're going to want this to be like this. And then you can just give us a bit of room. And then I think we want blue chests. Basically everything. Blue chests, yeah. Lovely. Wow, this is good. It's all happening. And then we just, I think if I do this, we should be right, because there's no filters. Yeah, and it'll just basically give us, so what it'll give us here, if we have a look at this one, it'll give us heaps of these, and absolutely heaps of these, and the robots can now take from there as well, which is good. So the robots should start to fill things up, and basically I can fill in the scrap, and the scrap's going to go around twice, and I think it's okay. I don't really know sort of the maths and everything. Oh, we need some ice as well. We're going to need ice. So let's do one here. Let's make you filtered with ice. Yep. And stone. You need one with stone, filtered with stone. Could just use that there for the filter, which is nice. Okay, so you'll go to here. I'm going to make a few more of those, but again I need steel, and I should be able to go up to my steel chest and just grab what I've got. Although everything we're getting is now just being taken, but that's not too bad because I can just do that. You don't want to be there, then go. Why are you, there mustn't be a filter on that one. Got a filter on that, so what are you doing? Right, can we stop that? You should, yes, because you need to be ice as well. God. Oh man. Okay, good. So we now need to drop back in to the network. What do we want to do? Drop it into here. Yes, I want to drop in. Okay, let's drop in. Well, I don't want that. Let's just do it on both sides, and we'll put these into here. We'll do a bit of upgrades of these inserters at some stage, but basically I want to drop in a few different things that I don't need. I think I could take one of them, fill these back. I don't need so many of those, don't need that. Yeah, there we go. And then let me go and check on that little filter situation there. So basically the lesson I learnt there is, whatever you do, so it's going to have to be that one. It's going to be filtered for ice and filtered for stone. Take you. And I want to copy these two and have them filtered. Yeah, so they must be filtered with what they're getting. Yeah, you're not, that's not right. Why are you like that? Okay, that's all right. Let me see this. These two like that. These two gone. Right, so you're blue and you're blue. You're holmium. And you need to be holmium. Good. I mucked that up, didn't I? Your batteries, and you need to be batteries. Go. Holmium. Oh God. Okay. Your ice and your ice and your stone and your stone. Okay. And essentially, I need to put a upgrade on that one, because it's green circuits that are killing us. Okay. But what we can do is just keep doing these. And these. They're all facing that way. That's all good. Right, so I think we're doing pretty good here. Can you just put a blue in there so you are doing your things? Now you're green. You should be green and your filter is green. So now we're starting to pick a few of these greens up as well. And then this guy. So they'll be picking up as well, so that's good. So we shouldn't get things, you know, once we get this worked out, we should be rocking and rolling. So that is essentially how we're going there. That's nice. And now I should be able to do things like making these substations. So let me just go down here and put a basic logistics builder in, and just see if I can get myself a bit of happening stuff here. Now let me just build you slightly better. If I go there and I go there, is everyone happy space wise? Yeah, it is. Okay, and I say, right, can you be here, 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 and here, and you'll be, well, can you be this? Do you need, yeah, you do. Okay. One. So you'll be that. You'll be that. And you'll be green. Yep. And then the fourth one along can be deleted for now. Yep. And then you can be, for now, just this. What do you need for that? Yeah, good. And they're all off those boxes just there, so that's quite good. So I should be able to now make a few of these guys. To do that, I need to pick up, what do I need? I need a few of, is that, no, steel. Yeah, and steel is an issue. Oh no, steel's good, 41. Well, it's a bit, not too bad. But basically, purple, 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 sorry, purple, blue, let them make them. Oops, purple, blue, and then they'll make down to here, which is nice. And now I want to say you should be here, you should be here, and the recipes are copied. Okay. And they should fill these out. Come on, people. My robots are just not doing. I've got robots on. Personal logistics on, got robots on. Can I make one more of those? Can I make a few more of those for now. Let me just get that recipe back in, Chief. Yeah. And then we just look at these amounts and say basically, oh, that's a lot. Why do you need so many of those? So why don't I just say 200. 200, 200, okay, and you can be 200, 200, 200, and 10, okay, and you can be, say, 200, hang on, is that what you need? And we need single modules. Is that what these things take? Okay, these are blue speed modules, are they? Is that right? Yeah, good. Or we can put the blue speed modules straight into here. Level 1 speed modules, and we can say, right, recipes there. Trash the unrequested, but these guys need to be, oops, sorry, not V, 200 and 200, and they'll pick up shortly. And then here we want this to be always that and always that. That's brilliant. Okay, good. I think we're really getting somewhere now, so that's quite nice. I think I need robots basically. What I need to do now is basically decommission everything in the other area and just move everything out to here. But you can see scrap is coming in from the 20 million and we're really making some progress. So what I'll do is just move things across to Fulgora here. Now I want to, sorry, to main Fulgora. Let's call this the main area. And then this area over here is just going to be just for power up. So I'll decommission everything. I have actually been picking up scrap here and there, so I can't actually get that scrap to here because I'd need to put like an up and a down and a train. You can't put any sort of raised of that, but this is the same land here, so I could run scrap from here as well into these ones, and it's 322, 322. There's not much point. I've got the 24 million there, and I've got the 28 million there. So I'm just going to stay with the 28 million and have that just come on. Basically, I can load this a lot better and just get this working a lot better. And I'll go out and fix power out here. I need to bring out the ones that are out there, and essentially I'll use some belts. You know, I've got this as my robotics, but what I wouldn't mind doing is just pouring out and just having some belt operation. We can make water out of the ice, and I think that's the only thing we need to do with the ice. Yeah, I think even rocket parts, we could just look at those guys, and then we'll certainly move on to things like the researching of the holmium plates and sorting out this one here, which will be the supercapacitor and the pink. So I think that's all us here, I think. Yeah, it is. That's us. But definitely this electromagnetic plant with the craft and the holmium plates, that'll be next episode. But I'll just get Fulgora main all sorted out. Hope you enjoyed this episode. This has been episode 26 of Factorio, our Space Age Let's Play. And please do leave a comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.